All right, today was a little bit of a risky trade, but like again, I promised you guys I'm going to keep doing trading recaps whether I lose, I win, or we get stopped out at break even, and that is what happened today. We did get stopped out at break even. Price today was a little bit crazy because we had news. We had PMI around 9:45, and then I think we had, let me see, consumer sentiment around 10 a.m. No, home sales at 10 a.m. So I waited for news to come out.
I set an alarm for 10 a.m.
No, don't set an alarm for 10 a.m. That's my new computer. I'm sorry. But other than that, let's go over the trade that we took. Here's the trade. Here's our first take profit, our second take profit, and my third take profit was originally down here at the end of this 15-minute imbalance, but I ended up taking my third TP towards the end of this candle because I assumed price was going to reverse and come take out those data highs. So let's show the trade that we ended up taking. I'll X this stuff out for you guys. So what I did is I waited for price to show a reaction because, again, the original bias was bullish because we were bullish on the 1 hour and we were bullish on the 4 hour. But the only reason why I did take a short position today is because we had those the daily gap below we had right here, this daily gap, and it hasn't been filled yet. I think we have the potential to go down and fill that. So if I saw a 4-hour sweep and potential to go to the downside, I was really willing to take a trade. It wasn't going to be all the way down to the daily gap. I had it at a 1 hour low, but price ended up going back up, taking out data highs, and then ended up taking our full take profit after price ended up playing out. As you guys could see, this was going to be our final TP at this 1 hour low. But overall, what I saw is I usually trade between 9:50 and 10:45 a.m. So I saw my setup within my time frame window, and we came up. On the news drop at 10 a.m., we came up and took out these 4-hour highs. So I decided to look for a retracement. I saw a retracement here, so I scaled down into the 1 minute time frame. And as you can see here, go to 10 a.m., we had this fair value gap form, this bearish fair value gap that we were respecting for a little bit. So we ended up respecting it. On the news drop, we came back up into it. I wanted to see at least a break of structure. I also marked out equilibrium from these highs. Oh, that's not equilibrium, excuse me. From these highs to these lows right over here. So I also marked out equilibrium for another confluence. And what I did is I wanted to see a break of structure and also price respect fair value gap and equilibrium, which I did see. So we ended up breaking structure on this candle right here. And we respected the fair value gap. We had heavy selling pressure to the downside. I decided to enter the trade off of this, which was a little bit risky because we had these data highs still up here. As you can see, price came up, took those out. Then it went in its intended direction. But my original stop loss was here at where equilibrium gets invalidated. And then I wanted to target these 1 hour lows below. But then once I entered the trade, I saw that we had a 15-minute imbalance here that has not been filled yet. Was right here on NASDAQ. So I decided to take my first take profit. I know it's not a big trade. I just wanted to take my profits because I knew it was a potential spot that it could reverse and go up and take out data highs, in which it did. So my first take profit was at the start of the fair value gap, the 15-minute fair value gap. So I'll mark that out green for you guys. This was the first take profit. My second take profit was at the 50% level. And then originally my third take profit was at the end of the fair value gap, and I was going to leave a runner all the way down. But price came back up. We had a little bit of reaction off it. We filled this bearish imbalance here, came back down. I ended up taking my profit around somewhere here, taking off 70% of my profit, and then I left a runner all the way down to that 1 hour low. But when I did that, I ended up taking my stop loss to break even. And as you can see, price came down, ended up coming back up, reacting off this 15-minute imbalance. Came up, took out these data highs, and then price ended up going in its intended direction, taking out our final take profit. But if we kept our stop loss, we would have ended up getting stopped out, losing the profit that we made today, and then price would have went down our intended direction. So overall, my bias was correct on the day. I really feel like price is going to still go down and fill in that daily gap. I could be wrong. I could be right. It is what it is. But I know this wasn't a good risk to reward at these areas to take profit, but I entered the trade, then I saw that 15-minute imbalance after I entered the trade, so I knew it was a potential spot. I decided to take profits at those levels. Again, it wasn't that much. Let's see what the tick size is. it was still 210 ticks to our final third take profit. We still had one runner all the way down to here, but it ended up getting stopped out at break even because it looked like we had the potential to continue up, and that's what happened. So overall, I think what I did correct was I noticed that 15-minute imbalance, and I knew it was a potential area for price to reverse and go and take out those data highs. And I feel like it was good that I noticed that and I took profits at those levels. If that 15-minute imbalance was not there, I would have let it ran all the way down to the final take profit. But it is what it is. I feel like that's just market experience right there. Could have been wrong, could have been right. I made my profit for the day. I assumed that price was going to react off that level. I didn't want to be greedy today. I made around $380 per account on my 4 PA accounts. That's still fine for me. It's another win. That's 3 wins this week. But we ended up getting stopped out at break even. And if I held my trade all the way to my final take profit, we would have got stopped out by not that many ticks, and then the price would have came down and ended up taking out the 1 hour low we had down below. So I mean, overall, still a win. We took a little bit of profit at that 15-minute imbalance because those are areas where price can just retrace back up. Especially we had those data highs. I saw that we were reacting off of it. I knew that we were probably going to take out those data highs, and then that's what we ended up doing, and now we're continuing to the downside. So overall, I just want to get this video out for you guys. It's the honest truth on how I trade, how I see the markets, the trades I take, the wins, the losses, the break-evens like today. I'm just going to post them regardless just so you guys can learn, and I can also go back and study these videos and see the process of me growing over the next couple of years in trading. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit from this video, and we'll keep uploading these. Appreciate it.